No protest at the weekend. The expected cringe never arrived. Disappointed doesn't cover it. LB Audits, the begging cunt, took the Sunday off. And the silence is louder than any of your streams. Can anyone help me out? Why was there no protest last week? Disappointed is an understatement, the absence feels bleak. I know the whole thing's a shit show, yet I still watch the chaos unfold. Even with zero sentiment, the content used to be gold. Are we marking this down as a full-on loss, boss? Or are you already planning the next properly organized failure to cross? People have memories, people have brains that still work. They remember exactly how the circus first went berserk. Justice for Lane was the original pathetic cry. Then you flipped it to protect the kids with a tear in your eye. Zero morals, pure calculation behind the lens, using the country's cause for your own personal ends. The whole thing was first arranged just to scream justice for Lane. What a fucking pathetic idea wrapped in transparent pain. Even worse was the decision to pretend it was all for the children, my dear. Pulling heartstrings while the real priority stayed crystal clear. You got zero morals, not only did you hijack the cause, you tried emotional blackmail without even a pause. Documentary footage mattered more than any kid's safety claim. Laney, I see straight through every move and every game. No protest at the weekend, the beggar stayed home. After 3 shit shows, he finally left the streets alone. Disappointed doesn't cover the size of the gap. The expected cringe never showed up for the clap. Begging cunt on pause, brain dead prick. Even your crew can't save you from looking this sick. I'm presuming the real talk is what you actually fear, because there's no one left who can save you, especially a fucking crew near. They watch the same pattern, the same empty appeals, the same sudden disappearances when the heat gets real. You use the national conversation like a personal stage, then wrapped it in think of the kids to soften the rage. Footage for the documentary set higher on the list than anything resembling genuine care or risk. 3 shit shows deep and the 4th never came. The schedule collapsed under the weight of the same. Cringe was expected, the streets stayed quiet instead. Even disappointment is standards you've now left for dead. People remember the pivot, the sudden moral costume, from pure self-interest to protecting the youth in full bloom. It never sat right, the timing too clean, the tears too neat. A calculated performance for the next content beat. You've got zero morals and the receipt is public domain. Every live, every post, every desperate claim. The documentary needed its shots more than the kids needed the shield. That's the uncomfortable truth you keep trying to yield. No protest at the weekend, the beggar stayed home. After 3 shit shows, he finally left the streets alone. Disappointed doesn't cover the size of the gap. The expected cringe never showed up for the clap. Begging cunt on pause, the silence is thick. Even your crew can't save you from looking this sick. Are we calling it a loss or just another strategic retreat? While you sit back and calculate the next angle to repeat. Plan properly to fail again seems to be the brand. The only consistency left in your shaky little stand. I can see straight through every plan you pretend to hide. The real talk is the one thing you can't abide. No one is coming to rescue the narrative this time, especially not the crew still tied to your climbing cry. Justice for Lane was the original pathetic cry. Then you flipped it to protect the kids with a tear in your eye. Zero morals, pure calculation behind the lens, using the country's cause for your own personal ends. So the weekend passed without the usual public display. No forced confrontation, no dramatic delay. After 3 consecutive shit shows, the 4th stayed in the draft. Even the disappointment feels oddly like a craft. The begging fraud took a break from the expected routine, and the silence exposed more than any live ever could mean. You've got zero morals and the proof keeps stacking high, Laney. The real talk is coming and there's nowhere left to hide. No protest at the weekend, the beggar stayed home. After 3 shit shows, he finally left the streets alone. Disappointed doesn't cover the size of the gap. The expected cringe never begging cunt on pause. The silence is thick, even your crew can't save you from looking this sick. No protest, just silence. Justice for lane long forgotten. Protect the kids long abandoned. Zero morals, fully exposed. The begging cunt took the Sunday off, and somehow that was the smartest thing you've ever done.